quick little motivational thing for you this morning. There's 80 billion cells in your body. And I've gotten this from Grant Cardone, Gary Vaynerchuk, the two people that I listen to on a fairly regular basis, and everyone talks about hustle, grind, being all in. These are like buzzwords that you hear all over the web right now amongst motivational guys. 26-year-old guys borrowing their dad's Rolex, throwing money up in the air, and then having someone take a picture as money is raining down on them, and they're going to show you how to become millionaires. Not happening. People moaning and groaning about college debt. You chose the wrong college major. 4 years of college does nothing but prolong adolescence and let you play for 4 years more. It doesn't teach you how to make money. I don't care what your degree is in. I don't care what your degree is in. You do not come out of college learning how to make money. Let's get real about that. I didn't. I have many years of college. My head got this big. My wallet got this big. Okay? You got to work 7 days a week. Get your rest in there somewhere. Get the equivalent of a day of rest in there somewhere. I know, work 6 days, rest on 1 day. Get the equivalent of 1 day of rest in that 7 days, somehow, some way. I work 4 days a week cutting hair. I'm in the hair industry. I'm one of the top 10 stylists in the world. Google me, look me up. You'll see. I've done hair shows. I'm all over the place. I'm recognized by peers and clients, industry professionals, hair product companies. I work 4 days a week. 3 days a week I don't cut hair, but that doesn't mean I don't work. There's times that I'm tempted to think that those days that I'm not cutting hair are days off. That is the biggest myth. I work harder on the days that I don't cut hair than on the days that I do cut hair. Working on my media presentation, teaching classes. I teach an acting, an on-camera class. I also started teaching a YouTube class on how to develop a YouTube channel. I'm at the bronze level now. I feel good about that. I've risen pretty fast. The numbers are good. They're not great by YouTube standards, but the velocity is fantastic. In a mere 7 months, I reached bronze. That's a big deal. And it's different than just gawkers like Dr. Pimple Popper. And I'm not taking anything away from Dr. Pimple Popper, the gross out factor. People don't watch me to get grossed out. But here's the deal. There's 80 billion cells in your body. If 10 of those cells, 10 out of 80 billion, is going in another direction other than your goals, you need to whoop them into shape. Which means, that's almost like a metaphor for get everything in your life going in the same direction. Remember, a traveler asked Socrates, how do I get to Mount Olympus? Socrates, in his wiseacre fashion, said, just make sure every step you take is in the direction of Mount Olympus. That's what you need to do. This will speak to some. It will just fly over the heads of others. It's like the biblical story of a farmer went out to sow seeds. Sometimes the seeds fall on rocky soil. Sometimes they fall on thorny soil. Sometimes they fall on rich soil, and they take root, and they grow a plant which bears fruit. There's a certain percentage of people who will hear this and be motivated by it. There are some that will be motivated by it, but the cares and stresses of life will choke it out. And then there's others who just goes right over their head. And then there's haters and cynical people and family and peers and people who think you're full of baloney. That's part of the game. One of your biggest tasks is going to be ignoring the people that aren't, and I'll use that phrase, and I hate using these catchphrases. No one else is going to be all in like you are. So your biggest task is to eliminate, ignore, get away from, isolate yourself from those who aren't all in. If there is one cell in your body that's not in the game with you, because life is short, I know that. Gray hair, gray beard, wasted many, many years. So I'm asking you, put a little hustle on it, okay? Pedal a little bit faster in the right direction. I pedaled for a long time in the wrong direction, controlled by everything from emotions to hormones to wondering if I'm crazy to suicidal thoughts to everything was a damn distraction. All of a sudden now, it's all kind of coming together. It's falling into place because I'm putting my chess pieces in the right place. I'm not letting the wind blow my chess pieces all over the place. I'm not letting emotions. I'm not letting relationships. I'm not letting family. I'm not letting anyone who isn't all in to move my chess pieces. Like Jay Abraham used to say, everybody is tactic oriented, but not strategy oriented. You're focused on the one little chess piece that you move rather than backing up and looking down at the chessboard and creating a strategy for winning. Do you hear me? Don't be just tactic oriented, but be strategically oriented. The end goal is winning. And for you, winning, define what winning is. Is it being free? Winning for me is Independence Day, from having to go to a job. Winning for me is giving my notice and saying, I'm done in 2 weeks, because my income far exceeds what I'm making here, and I can do this new thing from wherever in the world I want to be. If it's sitting in a cabana, a shady cabana at a pool, or under an umbrella on a beach, I can do this and still make a living. And that's what I'm growing. And the intellectual capital that people get is the product. Are you not smart enough to do that? You know what? Knowledge is a continuum. There's always somebody that knows more than you. There's always someone that knows less than you. Someone said to me, how can you teach a class on YouTube? You've been doing this for 7 months. Because I'm at the bronze level. I'm not at silver level. Silver is like 100,000 subscribers and up. But I'm at bronze, which means that there's 2 levels below me. There's those who have never even created a YouTube channel. I can teach them. I can teach them how to get to bronze. I can teach them the very specific steps they make. I can sit down with somebody who's never had a YouTube channel, never. Help them make a video, upload it, use the proper hashtags, promote it properly, and they will make their first $10 this week. Now, how is that possible? Because there's specific steps that you take. And I know exactly what I have to do. So it's just a matter of duplicating that and doing more of it. Gary Vaynerchuk says you need to have 7 to 25 social media entries a day. That's across the spectrum of social media sites, whether it be Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. 7 to 25 a day. I was doing one a week, one every other week, when I look at the frequency. So a lot of it has to do with frequency and keeping your people up. Some of the people that I loved watching and listening to on the web, I will tell you right now, some of those folks let me down terribly because of this one thing. Inconsistent uploading. The drug dealers know how to do it. They give out free crack and heroin. They get you addicted to it. You got to come back and buy more. They know how to get people hooked on something. The way you get people hooked on your motivation is to consistently do it. If you're not consistent, then your income will not be consistent. Are you all in? All in. Are you hashtagging hustle and hashtagging rise and grind, but you're working 5 days a week, 8 hours a day? As they say, a job, 40 hours a week for 40 years? Never in history has there been a time where your hustle and the vehicle for that hustle and those efforts is going to get the return on that investment. Never in history has it been easier to get a visible, quick return on your efforts. Never. Never. I hope this helps, man. You go have a great day. If you want to ignore me, fine. If you're in, I know you can do it. I believe in you. As I always say, I know you can do it because I believe in you. Now go out and do it. Have a good one.